Yo, 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 yo. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Deandra.
And this is Pulling My Handicap Card. And today we're going to talk about how expensive it is to live with a disability.
Yup. So we're just going to kind of dive into what those expenses look like and why there's not more support for those with disabilities knowing that they have these expenses.
So I think we were talking about this earlier. And I may have said it in another podcast, like an earlier podcast, like I personally feel like if you're not gonna let me be a normal person or join in normal person or people's work, and I have to, work for vocational rehab or something like that, then I should at least get insurance.
Right.
We should at least get some lifetime insurance or, something to help us cover some of these fees, because just alone I can think of leg braces. Leg braces cost at bare minimum, leg braces cost $3,000, $1,500 per leg. So, and you have to do that. They say every 5 years, but I think every 2 years that, I tear up braces. And that's if I can keep them for 2 years or not, So, my next would be catheter tubes. And I know that's TMI, but whatever. A box of three boxes of catheter tubes cost me $150. And that only lasts me a month. So let's just add that up. A month of...
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, it cost me. Did I say 150?
You said 150.
Yeah, 150. So adding that up, that's enormous. Then some people, which I'm very fortunate, I don't have to buy diapers. But when I was younger, before I had a bladder correction, they have to buy diapers. Diapers every 2 weeks. Let's say a pack of diapers lasts you 2 weeks or a week.
If that,
yeah.
If that.
That is $10 to $13. And Social Security is only saying, okay, and then that's just like from what I would have to deal with if from
your perspective, yeah.
So, so if I was just strictly on Social Security, I would that's my $1,200. That's really most of my money right there, and not including like rent and car insurance, and well, like I said, I might be getting too fancy with the car, so maybe not car insurance, but
somewhere to live, something
to eat, somebody to entertain me, because society, I can't really go out in public because everything is not really handicap accessible,
right,
like they say it is,
right.
So, just those are just some of the things. And I mean, I think, like I said, at the bare minimum, we need insurance.
I agree, because keep in mind, these are not options. These are requirements for you to live. So for you to be able to operate on a daily basis, you have to have your catheter tubes. You have to have your braces. It's not an optional thing where well, this month I think I want to do some braces. I want to be fancy. No, this is a requirement for you. So I totally get it. That those expenses can rack up pretty quickly.
And like I said, with the braces, there are basic braces for the $1,500 a leg.
Right.
So we recently been doing research about a particular brace. I don't want to say what the name is, but this brace helps you, aligns you, and it's basically made for people that have like cerebral palsy, mm-hmm, or spina bifida, or problems walking. I even seen it work for a person in a wheelchair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so this brace can take someone who has ambulatory issues, maybe even not walk at all, mm-hmm, and assist them to the point where they can walk. And I think from what I've seen, so in your situation, you have a little bit of a sway when you walk. From the commercials and like the advertisements that we have seen, this brace will stand you up and essentially allow you to be able to walk as if you were typical, because we're going to use that word going forward, typical.
Yep.
Okay, tell us a little more.
And so it's $75,000, or they are $75,000. And
wait, per leg, right?
I don't know. Now that I don't know if it's 75,000 per leg, but I think it's the couple that are 75,000.
The pair, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's still pretty freaking expensive. So if you would want to purchase these braces so that you could walk a little more normal, which may potentially help you with getting a job because, like you said, you have been discriminated against when it comes to employers because you walk in the room and they feel uncomfortable. And so now that opportunity has been taken from you. So this is a product that could potentially help you to walk normal
Yeah.
and could really change like what your life looks like.
Yeah.
But for
Then-
75K.
But for 75,000, like where do you? I don't even know. I mean, it's gonna make me sound real poor or stupid or whatever. But I don't even know how to begin to save $75,000. You know, and especially like working like a real job where I'm paying for insurance and I'm paying for the basic insurance that's not gonna if I use insurance. You know what? Even if I use insurance, I still don't think it's gonna help. I think well, I guess it will. But it'll
Take
be
something, but
nah, because I think you got to hit like you got to hit the
your out of pocket
maximum.
maximums.
Yeah. So I think
You're
my
right.
out of pocket maximum was like 7,500. So I still got to pay that 7,500, and it still ain't gonna, you know.
And that's in a year. You have to spend 7,500 out of your pocket in 1 year before insurance will even touch that brace for you. So you're talking about from a working standpoint,
Yeah.
and that's cool. But we know that a lot of people within this community don't work. So again, here go my 1,200. I really need this brace. Like this brace can put me in a situation where I
I
don't
can
need
work.
your 1,200
Yeah.
and I can go to work.
Yeah.
But first I got to figure out how to save 75K.
75,000.
That's crazy. So I mean, I would be interested to see like how many people have actually purchased this brace. Like how many people are really using this invention? Like who can afford this? I mean, I'm sure there are people who can, but on average, like who's really purchasing this?
I have no clue. I would love to find out. And if yeah, I mean, whoever's listening, if you know any resources that we can use on the show, or you know, because I don't have all the answers, you know, but if you know anybody that may know a website or a grant or a fund or something
Oh,
that can
yeah.
help us, let us know.
Heck yeah. Okay, so 75K for the braces. You got to figure out how to save it, you know, X, Y, and Z. So, okay, if there are, let's just say in a perfect world, the inventor of this brace is listening. What advice can we give them to help the community to be able to easier access their product? Because right now it kind of seems like it's pie in the sky, and that's great. Like I'm sure people get excited. When we first came across this, we were excited, like, babe, we gonna get you them braces.
Yeah.
But we ain't got there yet.
I mean, I understand both sides. I understand, like, you know, you want to make the money. You know, everybody wants to be rich, you know, or, you know, everybody wants to get the money. So I do understand that side, but I would just suggest, like, make it a little more like, you know, where I can touch it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of 75, I mean, you're doing something for a reason. I think this particular brand, they built these for his nephew had something, cerebral palsy, I
I'm not
believe, or
sure.
something. But just make it a little more accessible. Like if you're building to help this community, you know, help us, you know, instead of hurting us.
Yeah. I guess my viewpoint, I understand, you know, there's technology that goes into it. There's the materials that goes into it. And I'm sure it's expensive. And from a business owner standpoint, I'm going to take a different approach. I get it. Get your money.
Get your
Because
money.
I want to get my money.
Yeah, get your money.
But so my challenge wouldn't even necessarily be I take that back. I'll still challenge the inventor, but partner with some government agencies, partner with the people who do have the resources. So I'm not saying to change your price, but okay, so if a woman gets pregnant and she's going to be a single mother and she needs help, or a teen mom gets pregnant, the first thing people are telling them is, hey, you go down there and you sign up for WIC, you sign up for food stamps, and you sign up for government assisted living, or, you know, whatever those programs are.
Right.
Those programs are in place. So where are the programs for the disabled community? If you are born with a birth defect, or even if you're diagnosed later on in life with this disability, why aren't there more resources to say, hey, Brandon, I know that you have spina bifida. Go sign up for this program so that you can easier access the braces that you need, or the DMN, like the funds to pay for DME that you need on a daily basis to live.
Yes. Yeah, I would agree. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I agree with everything that you're saying, but I don't know. I still say cut that price. Or, I mean, I know cutting the price sounds so harsh, but you want your product to be where people can afford it, or where people can use it. You building all this, and I mean, are you just building this for the wealthy, or like, what are you just building this for? You have a great product that people can actually use in day to day. I mean, 10,000, and maybe 12, but
I mean, you make a good point. I didn't think about it that way, but again, I don't know what all went into it.
Yeah.
So that was my whole thing. I don't know what that technology and what those
It's pretty clean. It's Bluetooth. It's
Bluetooth.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Really amazing. It's a really amazing product.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So
cool.
but I mean, that was just a little, little thing going on. And
Okay.
I'm really thinking that we should get more people opinion on this,
Yeah,
because
I agree.
The people might have more insight. Like, I think my problem is I didn't really accept that I had a disability until I got older.
Mm-hmm.
So I never really looked into stuff with braces or whatever. And I never really had to worry about braces. I've always had to worry, well, not always, but I'm 32. I think I got off my mom's insurance when I was like 21. So catheter tubes have been a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But braces have not. I mean, braces have not really been a problem because my mom has paid for them.
Right.
Thank God that I have the mom that I have,
Right.
and she can pay for them. But
that can afford it. Yeah.
the people who can't, I really feel bad for them. And
Yeah.
like, I do know someone with spina bifida who does not have braces because he can't afford them.
So, I mean, obviously, we're not going to call the company name out on the podcast, but I mean, when we post it, we can tag them.
Because I really like those C braces. And yeah.
I mean, but since you went there, let's. Really
I don't want to put their
quickly-
name out there. I just said,
Yeah, I know.
the type
But
of
really
brace.
quickly, because we got a little bit of time, like, we have tried on several occasions to get you a trial. So they, on their Instagram page and all of their advertisements, it says, like, if you want a free trial with their brace, sign up. They'll reach back out to you. They'll get you sized up, whatever, so that you can try the brace for free. But we have tried on several occasions, and there's been no response. And here lately, it was just last weekend or this past weekend, I tried to register you again. And at this point, it wouldn't even allow me to submit it. It was like, please allow our forms to load or something like that. So, like, if y'all really want people to test your product or to purchase your product, because that type of purchase you're going to want a trial run.
Yes.
Like, don't advertise this free trial if you're not really trying to give us a free trial.
Yep. Well, all right, you guys. BTDT TV is our Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Send us
YouTube.
And YouTube. Send us some questions. Send us some comments. Let us know how you feel about this one. That's it.
All right.
Peace.